Well, all you guys are talking about what I think about Faizon and why I haven't said nothing about Faizon Love. What's there really to say? Faizon Love is just... This is what they call... You guys are not from the streets. You guys wouldn't know anything about this term. It's called buddy hustling. A buddy hustler is somebody who basically don't have a beef with nobody. They really don't. They using somebody's name only because they hot. And they want to throw their name out there to attach it to theirs so that people would ask that person about them, or when they put a headline out, they put their name and put that bigger person's name to it. They're trying to attach their name to somebody else. So he's attaching his name to Dave Chappelle. He has no connection to Dave whatsoever. Him and Dave don't have a time. It ain't, man, me and Dave was buddies. Dave left me out here in the cold. He drove past me. Dave ain't never did nothing wrong with this guy ever in life. But he has to make note to the fact that he believes Dave Chappelle was brought up by white folks. Black folks don't like Dave. They don't think Dave that funny. Why? Because it creates the narrative of once it's said, then people start believing it. Knowing black folks, they started cracking up at Dave Chappelle just like white folks cracked up at Dave Chappelle. White folks came up on Dave Chappelle because of how high. Same thing brothers did. White folks just happened to see the movie a lot quicker than brothers. Because, contrary to the fact, white folks get more high than black folks. Yep. Shocking truth, right? But it's the facts. But according to them, you would never know that. All blacks do drugs and all white people are honest, straight-going citizens. Now, in that estimation, the white folks having to see David Chappelle before the brothers, or before we really took notice to him, it's just that. I mean, he was in Con Air. I noticed him from Con Air. I'm like, hey, that dude from Con Air. He got thrown out the plane. Landed on the car. That was Dave Chappelle. So he was that guy that was in movies before he was discovered, before he was Reggie on Nutty Professor, you know. Man, now it's time for Reggie to kick your ass. I'm like, we know him as Reggie. And people, when they first saw it, they say, hey, that's Reggie. So brothers knew who he was. But I understand, you're right, the core audience was Caucasian when he came up. That had nothing to do with anything. He brought up a very good point about Judd Apatow. See, Judd Apatow is a hypocrite, and he's always going to be that way. He's a smug prick. I don't really like Judd Apatow myself. I like his work. I like the movies he put out, but him personally, he's the biggest a-hole you ever want to meet. Let's just say that. Now, he treated this one guy, I don't even want to say his name, but he treated this one guy bad because he said his wife's name was Lisa, and her name is Leslie, man. He called her Lisa, man, and it was just an honest mistake, but he thought the guy was trying to be funny or make fun of his wife, and he just really drugged that incident and made it an incident when it really wasn't. It was just like, oh, my fault, my bad, you know, my fault, I meant Leslie. You know, he really didn't know his wife, and he made a whole big scene out of it, and I thought that was really petty of him to try to use his power to ruin somebody's up-and-coming career because you're a prick. Now, so when he said about Judd Apatow, it's true, because Judd Apatow actually was out there going up against Bill Cosby. Cosby, you're an animal, and all this stuff, and was all that hump. But he was silent as a church mouse when Harvey got caught, because Harvey's his buddy. It's like, oh man, Harvey Weinstein. Oh, can't speak out about Harvey. That's my buddy. So I got a relationship with Harvey. Let me see how this play out. But you was all gun-ho when it was Bill Cosby, your name out there. So that says all you need to know about Judd Apatow. But Faizon has always been in C-class movies. I wouldn't even say B. His only A-class movie he was in, and he was the best thing in the film, was Couples Retreat. He was outstanding in Couples Retreat. And I said, finally, Faizon is on his way. And then for some weird reason, it did not take off the way it should have. Without him, the movie would have died on a vine. The movie, it hit a point where it started to dive down and go into a spiral, but he saved it. He saved the movie. His relationship with Trudy and all that stuff, he saved that film. And to show you the respect that they gave him on the poster for the European release or whatever, Vince Vaughn is in the front. They got the other two couple, and they're way in the back, like faded out. They're just like and they were the most exciting couple in the entire couples retreat. Was Trudy and Faizon Love's character, Khalid, who was Vince Vaughn's like close friend, who had bad credit and everything else because of the divorce and all this stuff. He was his life was in shambles, and everybody else's life was in shambles. But they got their story was so funny because that was like his girlfriend and not his wife. His wife he ended up meeting later, and they got them way in the background. So the black media really made a big stink about it, and somebody he rubbed the wrong way, and it went left on him. So for Faizon, I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. I really am. Because, you're a talented actor, and I wanted something better for you. But this buddy hustling thing you're doing, man, I don't even understand it, to be honest. To be completely honest, I don't understand it. So, anyway, on that note, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit my page.
Are you guys keeping up with
everything else? So other than that, we done talking. Peace.